Well, everybody, I just want to thank all of you for the immense amount of support that you guys have sent my way. Because as of New Year's Day, or sorry, New Year's Eve, we actually hit the goal before hours before New Year's. At least on the West Coast here. I hit 80,000 subscribers. I'm actually late with this video. I've gotten 653 more subscribers since I hit 80k. So we're a little bit late, but I'm not complaining. As a matter of fact, I'm here to thank you guys. I really do appreciate the amount of immense support you guys have been bringing to the channel lately. Ever since like, I'd say October, November, or nah, probably earlier than that. Just you guys have really kicked it into overdrive with how much support you've been bringing to the channel, right? Like the fans have been dropping lots of likes, lots of comments, lots of support in the algorithm, lots of helping to push my videos into the recommendeds of new people, and it's been it's been paying off. The channel's been blowing the fuck up. And at the beginning of this year, or last year, sorry, at the beginning of last year, I thought that if I was lucky, I may be able to hit 75k subs by the end of the year. And then we literally overshot it by 5k subs. We blasted through that goal way further than I ever thought we could. I didn't even think I was going to hit the goal. I was having second thoughts about halfway through the year because the channel had slowed down growth a lot. But we sure as fuck hit 80k and are blasting past it. And that is because of you guys. That is because when I say like the stream, you guys like the stream. When I say comment, you guys have been commenting. When I say subscribe, you guys have been subscribing. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for you guys. I've literally dreamed of being a YouTuber and doing this for a living and being able to wake up every day, sit down and speak to an audience of people who like care what I have to say, even if it's me playing video games or talking about politics or giving my opinion on a movie. I've dreamed about this since I was 10 years old, and it's because of you guys and your support. Like, sure, I upload the videos and I stream and stuff, but that would be just kind of be a lonely and pathetic if it weren't for you guys being here, right? Like, I just kind of be a loser streaming to 0 people if you guys didn't come here to offer support, talk and chat, be supportive, and just, help to improve the experience, right? And I really do appreciate it. I feel as though there's a lot of aspects to this community that I really want to focus on going into the future. I want to do these things sooner, but, just personal life stuff that fans probably know. Just kind of got in the way of that. But once I'm settled after my move, I really want to start establishing a meme brand for my channel. You see, I feel like our community lacks a culture, a meme language, just something that really brings us all together, right? We have the Discord and we have the chat and everything, but everything just kind of feels very default, right? It all feels very default. The emotes feel very default, besides a few Xanderhal related ones, right? So when I move up to Seattle, my goal is to basically have every, except for the really iconic ones, obviously, every, like, standard conceivable emote that's, like, a basic, like, default emote, I am going to commission an artist to have a Xanderhal version made. And I even want to commission, like, holiday versions made as well for me to switch out for the site and for the Discord. So we have, like, a whole, like, set of Xanderhal emotes for the chat, and just that I feel like is a good start. After that, I want to start focusing on the subreddit. Really, really growing the subreddit. That's one of the things I want to do this year, is starting to put a lot more work and effort into the subreddit, get a lot more people posting in there and talking and just making relevant memes and just having a culture and a community in there, I feel like the subreddit would help. And I think the final big thing is that I want to ramp up content production. I think that streaming more often isn't actually the best way to do things. I noticed that when I did my 12 Days of Christmas thing, that people got burned out on me streaming every single consecutive day for 12 days straight. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to stream a bunch of days in a row in the future. Absolutely I will. But I've noticed that, like, my streams are best when I take a couple days off in between to, like, gather segments and recruit topics and make sure I've got, like, the most juicy stuff to cover. and then streaming and covering as much as I can cover in that stream, as many of the juicy topics as I can gather over, the last couple days as I can, and then put all of those out as videos, right? So I'm going to continue to do that. However, I'm going to be doing more gaming streams in between to just kind of, be live more often, right? Also, your Chad line is jaw-like, or I just said my Chad line is jaw-like. My jawline is Chad-like is what you said, or godlike or something. Yeah, I'd say my jawline's pretty good. It's harder to tell because I haven't shaved, so it's like you can't really see like the sharp kind of line where my jaw begins and ends there as well. But yeah, I'd say I've got a pretty decent jawline. I'd say it's pretty all right. It's pretty okay. I'd say it's pretty sharp. Let's see, how's that look, chat? Is that good? You guys like that? Is that a good jawline right there? Is that sharp enough for you? I'd say it's sharp. Thank you so much for the nice words, the fine compliments, the immense amounts of support. I've got so many exciting things planned for the channel coming up this year. Obviously, the move is going to be happening. Right now, the goal is to move at the end of next month, at the end of February. The original goal was to move at the end of this month, but unfortunately, during December, there was just sort of a random drop in the amount of donations I was getting that just kind of, for the sake of making sure I've got enough money for the move, I had to delay the move to a month later. But at this rate, especially with how much the channel has been growing and just how supportive you guys have been, as long as you guys keep it up, I am pretty sure I'll be able to move by the end of next month. And very quickly after the move, I want to get started on like raising the quail. Good look up the nostril. Thank you. I want to like get the quail coop either bought or assembled, depending on whether or not I build one or I order one. I'll probably order one. Get them like incubating and ready, and just like get to the quail content pretty quick. Because was the quail not a joke? The quail are not a joke. The quail thing is not a joke. Hold on. For starters, let me just tell you, quail hens, after 8 weeks old, begin laying 1 egg per day. 1 egg per day. Per quail hen. That's a lot of free fucking eggs, besides obviously quail feed and water and, taking care of them and stuff. So let me show you something. Not only are quail really good for eggs, I don't really plan to get meat from them, but like, tell me this doesn't look like it's going to be great for content. Tell me you would not watch me do videos where I'm talking about politics and like changing out these guys' sand. This is how they clean themselves, by the way. They dust bathe. Look how cute they are! They're so adorable! It's pecking. It's pecking the sand. They're so cute. They're so cute. I want to eat them? No. They're pretty small. They're about the size of a softball, roughly. Like, if I was holding one in my hand, it would fit like this, roughly, sitting in my hand. They're very small birds. They can fly very little. They can basically just jump straight up 6 feet, and then they fall back to the ground. That's as much as they can do. They are the oldest domesticated bird in human history. Humans have had them domesticated longer than any other bird in history, so much so that these quail, the Caturnix quail, which is what I'll be raising, have become entirely dependent on humans for reproduction. They've literally forgotten how to sit on their eggs and incubate them. So humans have been required to incubate Caturnix quail eggs to keep their species going for probably thousands of years now. Yeah, they're kind of like an avocado bird, yeah. Yeah, so the quail are definitely real. The quail are happening. I absolutely plan to be raising quail. And if you're wondering, like, Zan, how are you going to mesh quail content with talking about politics? Obviously, these streams and videos and segments aren't stopping. These are going to continue. In fact, I plan to ramp up and upload more of these per day, trying to go for 3 per day. Really trying to outdo the Quartering on his fucking upload schedule. That motherfucker just floods YouTube with his right-wing propaganda. We're gonna flood YouTube with left-wing propaganda. Let's go! Yeah, so the goal is basically to try to pump it up to 3 videos a day, which is going to require me to stream more, so you guys will be seeing more live streams from me. I want to do more gaming streams, and of course I want to build up the community, and that's going to keep happening. But for the Quail content, what I was thinking is... to accommodate that 3rd video a day especially, what if my morning videos, like my very, like, first thing I did in the morning, because I obviously would have to wake up and then immediately harvest the quail eggs, feed them, water them, and every once in a while clean out their pen, right? What if I got a camera, put it on a tripod, and while I did these daily morning quail chores... Like, before I turned on the camera, I, like, read the news, looked at what happened overnight, like, what's the news today, and I gave commentary on what's going on while doing the quail chores. Would you guys watch that? Cherry would obviously edit it, and it would be, like, very well edited so that it wouldn't be just a boring, like, recording-type vlog thing. It would actually be well edited, you know? Cherry's a good editor. I'm excited for it. I could not be more hyped for the future of the channel. Your support has been so goddamn appreciated. I want to be clear, okay? I know that a lot of YouTubers get super, like, touchy-feely, or not, what's the word for it? Not touchy-feely, that's weird. What's the word? Emotional. Emotional is the word. A lot of YouTubers get emotional during, like, videos like this, where they're talking to their audience and everything about, like, you know, oh, thank you for what I've thank you for what you've done, thank you, thank you for 1 million subs, thank you for 100,000 subs. And I'm not really good at displaying sentiment very well. So I hope you guys can understand, okay? I hope you guys, like, see it, like, how thankful I am to you guys, because you really are responsible for a dream that I've had since I was 10 coming true. Every single one of you, together, are responsible for that. If my 10-year-old self could see me now, he'd be losing his mind with excitement. And he'd sure as fuck thank all of you as well. That's more or less all I wanted to say. Just a massive thank you to you guys. A little bit of like a news update on what my plans are going into 2023. I'm so excited. So excited. The move is next month. I'm going to try to vlog as much of that as I can. Oh, I also want to mention podcast. Demon Mama and me starting our podcast, the You Should Log Off podcast. That'll be happening shortly after the move will be the start of that, and we want to make that a weekly podcast. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty awesome. Get excited. We want to do episode 1 in person, like sitting together on a couch together, like in real life in person for episode 1. But then for the rest of it, besides maybe certain specials or whatever, we'd be doing them remotely, like you know, on our sort of setup. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I've really wanted to make a podcast for a while now. I've been watching a lot of well, I haven't been watching a lot of podcasts. I've been watching a lot of the PKA podcast, which is it can be funny, but they've also got some problems, to say the least, especially politically when it comes to their political takes. There's a lot that I feel that I could accomplish having a podcast that isn't really conducive to streaming, right? The podcast is for people who specifically gone out of their way to listen to a long-winded talk between two people about random topics, and they just want to, like, they're there for it, right? But on my stream, I can't really, you know, go on these long rants about whatever, right? I really want the podcast to be where you guys can get to know me better. Because as much as I think you guys know me pretty well, there's only so much that I can talk about my personal interests and what I like and what I'm into and all of that without, you know, straying off topic and getting away from, like, the politics I'm discussing. So this podcast is also going to allow me to be a bit more, not more myself, but to talk about more of myself, right? You guys are going to be able to learn more about me, and I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be a neat part of the podcast, at least for those of you guys who are interested. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching, all of your support, 80,000 subs, and as always, leave a like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell icon so YouTube tells you when I go live or upload a new video. Follow my social medias, all linked down below in the description. And if you want to support me financially, of course, you can follow my social medias, linked below. You can follow my, you can come to my website and support me financially by hitting the links above, either the donate or subscribe button. You can either donate to me, subscribe, or gift a sub to somebody else, or you can support me financially on YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Patreon. With all that said, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.